Alright, less talking in this video today. This is just going to be a training video. I'm starting a new, I would say cycle, but then people think I'm taking steroids or something. New workout routine. So I'll show the workouts I'm doing. I don't remember where I got this idea from, but I'm going to try it out until the Brzenk Cup on November 16th. So I have about 5 solid weeks. And I'm just going to be working 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this whole week, it's going to be 5 sets of 5. I'll have 1 or 2 rest days this week. Thursday will be practice, so I won't practice that day either, or work out that day. So might have to adjust these weights. I just did my warm-up, but we'll see how this feels. I'll probably have to add more weight to this one. This is just straight back pressure, not pronated back pressure. I'll interchange those every other workout. So this is just straight back pressure from about the middle position where I'd be starting the match. So right now I have 70 pounds on. Unfortunately, that feels pretty heavy, so I'll probably stick with that. Maybe I'll add 5 pounds, but alright. Next is going to be a different pronation lift, Devon's pronation, which I'm going to interchange with my pronated back pressure. I'll probably have to add weight to this too. This is 70 pounds. Yeah, I'll definitely have to add weight to that one. So that's 5. I just got a new handle. So I got one of the cone handles for low hand. I don't think that's a very good angle, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So this cone handle thicker towards the pinky, so it puts more pressure on the pinky. I am terrible against low hand top rollers, so I got this handle specifically for that. So right now I have 8 plates on, so it's 80 pounds on, but it's a pulley, so it's a lot lighter than that. I've never done this one before. The warm-up felt fine, so we'll see how it goes. That's like the perfect weight. And the way I'm counting that one is as long as my hand doesn't start pronating, like the handle's opening me up, as long as I keep my hand straight, I'll count it, just 5. So after low hand, we have the top roll eliminator. Put it on a chain so that I can start from on the pad without having to pull it back. So I have no resistance yet. This one I gotta change the weight on. Ten plates, 100 pounds. Of course, it's not that heavy on a pulley. This one I'm keeping my hand in the middle, so it hits more of my general hand and not specifically on the pinky as much, just because I'm doing that with the other cone handle. And I'm just dragging from corner to corner. And I'm not cupping in. I'm just focused on just containment, just not losing, not having my wrist break. probably going to be difficult to complete 5 sets of 5 with that. Feel my fingertips, a little painful. It's good. Alright, and the last one for this routine is going to be the riser lift. So I have 65 pounds on the riser. I don't know what's going on with my riser. I don't know why it's... I don't know, I feel like I should be doing more for 5 sets of 5 because I did 77.5 pounds for one like 2 months ago, but I've never been able to get close to that again. So we'll see how this goes. So that's a 5 on the bottom, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65. Okay, that's pretty good. Wasn't too difficult. I probably could have knocked out a couple more, but trying to stick to a actual routine to see if I can find what really truly works for me. I feel like before I've been jumping around, doing whatever I felt like doing that day, not having much of a rhyme or reason. And I posted a video 1 or 2 days ago of the competition results. Honestly, I'm not happy with them. I feel like I didn't no excuses. I went in 100%, but I feel like I've been better. I feel like I do better at practice. I don't feel like that was 100% my true representation on the table. So, not like I'm pissed off or anything. The guys beat me fair and square. No excuses there. But I feel like I let myself down a little bit. So I have some, I don't want to say emotional motivation, but I definitely have some anger-related motivation. So, and first time ever I've actually tracked what I do. So, back pressure, I did 70 by 5. I'm going to add on 5 pounds. I've done a lot more weight back pressure like this, but I feel like I'm starting from like static, slow static pull, which I feel like is harder. And my arm is opened up more than what you normally see. A lot of guys, when you see them do back pressure, they'll start like here and they'll just come like 2 or 3 inches. But I'm starting as if my hand's going to be starting in the middle. I think I'm even more than middle, so almost starting from a disadvantage, but whatever. 75 pounds. Yeah, that's gonna be my limit for 5 probably. Okay, so 75 for 5. Pronation, I did 70 for 5. I'm gonna throw a 10 on, do 80 pounds. So I feel like 70 was pretty easy. So there's a 5 on the very bottom to keep the bigger weights from sliding off. So 25, 25 is 50. 2 10s is 70. And then a 5 and a 5 on the bottom, that's 80. Even though it's pretty easy, I might go up again, but I'll wait until next turn, whatever you want to call it. $80 by 5. So that pronation and the riser are really the only two lifts of Devon's that I do, but I feel like they feel good, so I'll keep them in for right now. All right, little hand hook. We did 8 plates before. I'm gonna stay there. So as long as I keep my hand, if a hand starts going like this, it's a fail, because that means my pinky is giving out. So my hand needs to stay neutral, and I'm going to try and curl it in a little bit each time, like I normally naturally would on the table, pulling like this. And I'm pulling from kind of like a losing position from way out here, just because I don't have a better way. I might go get another little chain, just so I can maybe start more in the middle, but whatever. This is how it is for now. Oh, I love that. Oh, that feels amazing. Top eliminator, we have 10 plates on there, so that's 100 pounds. I think this is the one that's going to be kind of difficult for me to do 5 sets of 5 with. And then riser, we did 65 pounds for 5. See how that feels now again. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50. 2 5s is 60. 5 on the bottom is 65. Not that anyone is doubting or cares, but and I don't do it over my knuckle. I stay in the middle of my finger, in between the knuckles. I feel like hits my riser better. Might be able to add like a 2.5 pound to that, but I won't get greedy. I'm trying to stick to these numbers for a full week. Next week when I do 4 sets of 4, see what I can up the weight to. See if I can't get to like an 80-pound riser or something before the Brzenk Cup. I'll have to make some goals of weights I want to hit for my max week right before my rest week, before the Brzenk Cup. Alright, back pressure. Also, you should probably be watching videos of mine on like 1.5 or 2x speed, because they're pretty boring. Alright, 75 pounds. Is that cheating? Oh. I don't know if I'm gonna get the last 2 sets of that. Alright. Let's throw a 5 on. I know I said I'd need to stay at the same weight for these, but when it's just too easy, I want it to be, the first 2 or 3 sets should be pretty medium difficulty, so that the last 2 sets should be difficult but possible to finish the 5 sets of 5. So I want 25, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. Oh, this is 85. Oh, yeah, 85. Okay. Watch this be too much now. Yeah, that's a good weight. Again, I'm just trying to break it off the ground. I'm not trying to do like a hammer curl with it. I only care about it hitting my pronator. So it doesn't really matter how high you hammer curl it if you're only trying to work the pronator. So low hand hook. Oh man, you gotta stabilize that one. That feels amazing though. Top row eliminator. Corner to corner. Oh, that was close. Riser. Oh. Probably should take longer rests, but I just want to lift weight. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $65. You love the sound of metal on metal? I do. Oh, come on. Oh, what the heck was that pop? Oh yeah. Oh man. Ooh. Alright, quick breather. If I get around to it, I'll edit this out. This is different. This feels different. Feels different than just going heavy, as many reps as I can for all the sets I can. Time will tell, I guess. This is gonna be hard. Last two don't really count. I'll put down. One, two, three. 3-2, 3 full reps, 2 half reps. Pronation. Oh, arm is feeling pumped. Again, if I only crack it off the ground a little bit, as long as my arm doesn't supinate from the weight, as long as my pronation can hold it and I can break it off the ground, that's all I'm looking for. Let me lower this. Not that anyone cares, but better angle. Oh, that's a good weight. I wish I would have started with that. Low hand hook. Okay. Oh, definitely feeling it now. Oh. I feel like I could probably go a little bit more on that one, but since it's the first time I've done it, I'll stick with this. It feels really good. Oh, this one sucks. Ah. Oh man. Riser. Oh. Oh, I can feel. Terrible lighting, doesn't matter. Oh yeah. I feel like that last set's gonna be a little bit difficult. All right, last round. I feel like I'm not gonna get back pressure. Maybe one or two. Last time I only got 3. Oh man. Gotta try and build up that base strength though. One full rep, that's all I got? Really? Ah, come on. We'll call that 2 and 2. That's it. My brachioradialis, whatever the hammer curl muscle is I think that's shot. Pronation. Oh man. I don't know if I'll get this. How I'm feeling. No, that wasn't. 4. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I can feel it just pronating my hand. Feel it all through here. Four reps. I think that's pretty good. I feel like that's a good weight. If I'm failing by 1 or 2 reps on the very last set of a 5x5, I feel like that's perfect. Hook. Ooh. Come on. On the curl during the pull, when I curl in, I'm only focusing on the bottom 2 fingers, so I feel like all of that cupping, containment cupping power is coming through my bottom fingers, which is exactly where I want it to. That was a good weight for that. Top roll. Oh, let's go. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Form might get ugly. Four. Ooh, failed on that last one. All right. Last set, riser. feel like I'm gonna fail one or two of these as well. I feel like my wrist has been impacted. And I normally don't work up a sweat like this doing my arm wrestling workouts, but not taking much rest in between sets of five sets of 5 on 5 different lifts, 125 reps or close to that. Come on. I don't know why the first rep of that was so much harder than the last ones. Oh man, I feel like I want to keep pushing through, doing more sets of different. I have lots of different handles and other arm wrestling workouts I could do, but I feel like I need to stick to the plan. Don't know if it's a great plan, but I'm gonna stick to it. So the last 1 or 2 minutes while I do my thumb workout, trying to get that Brzenk thumb. Quick match review. It's really not a lot to talk about. Josh destroyed me. I'm not embarrassed, just because that's what I pretty much figured was going to happen. I thought maybe there was a chance that I would be able to stop him. I would hardly call what I did stopping him, because I only held him in the center for a second, and then it was on my B side the entire time. My pronation was compromised right off the bat because of his cupping. His hand is so strong, his wrist is strong. Couldn't really do anything. I figured, I knew I'd be able to slip if I got compromised outside of the strap, which I was able to do. But the second round, pretty sure it was a false start on his part. Not an excuse. If it was a false start, I think it was. It wasn't super blatant, which is why I think Justin didn't call it, because I told him and he's like, yeah, but it was so close that he didn't call it, so I got flash pinned. So that's not fun. Props to Josh though. My training, my motivation was higher than normal those 6 weeks building up to that, because I was really looking forward to it. So lost a super match. And then really the only people that, I mean, I didn't pull the guy from Australia that was, way better than all of us. But really it was just guys that I practiced with that knew how to arm wrestle. I mean, no offense to the other guys that came and competed. That's awesome. I wish more guys would just come and compete if you don't know how to arm wrestle, because I love arm wrestling. And I want to grow the sport, especially in Utah, get more competition, more people learning and progressing, because that's where I'm at. I'm still a freaking novice. I'm terrible. But really the only guys that knew how to arm wrestle were the ones that I practiced with, and those are the 2 guys that I lost to. Brandon, the one that beat me on left hand, surprising. Our first match, I was not expecting that power from him, especially in his hand. And I wasn't able to slip because I tried to just arm wrestle him, and he pinned me. So I told him before the second match, the second place match, get ready for the slip in the strap, because I don't know if he's ever beaten me in a strap in practice. So I got the slip, and I was feeling very confident when he got the strap on. I was feeling good, but man, he just dragged me all the way down, and there's nothing, I had no answer for it. So props to him. His left is really strong. And then Harrison beat me both times on the right, kind of the same deal. We did slip, but his low hand I mean, he's the reason that I got this handle right here. His low hand is incredible, and it's getting better and better. I thought I'd be able to fight with him more, you know, put up a better fight, but man, his low hand just blew through me. My wrist just, it was like butter going back. So super impressive on their parts. Props to them. I'm not happy with second place, but that's really the only thoughts I have on the match. I mean, the other guys that I competed against, they just didn't know how to arm wrestle, or they're new. Maybe they know how to arm wrestle. They're just like very new, so they haven't built up the right, you know, strengths in arm wrestling. So I was able to just, you know, take them down. Props to them. I hope they keep coming. Like, no offense. I'm not saying they're like weak or suck at arm wrestling, because I feel like I'm not really that much above them still. And that's what I looked like the first year and a half of doing competitions. So anyway, guys, I don't really have an outro, but love arm wrestling.